Christina. Oh, our little loves, there they are. There they are. Oh, oh my goodness. Miss Mills Winnie the Pooh today. What? I hope you are holding your teddy bears tight today, my loves, because today we are going to talk about bears. What? And Miss Mel's a not so scary bear, so I give big bear hugs. Wait. Oh, giving you all big hugs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I hope you felt that squeeze all the way from here, all the way to there. I hope you did. I know I felt yours. So today, my loves, like Miss Mel said, we're going to talk about bears. But not only awesomeness of bears, the extra awesomeness of bears, hibernation. Now, like we talked about last week, we talked about the fall and how it gets cool and crisp in the fall. And fall kind of prepares us all for winter, which is really super cold, super cold. And you know what our bears do? Bears are extra amazing because they're super hibernators. They can hibernate for 100 days without waking up. What? That's amazing. What? Bears. Bears. So today, my loves, we're going to talk about bears in hibernation, like Miss Mel said. And when all our little animals, like we talked about in our story last week, our frogs burrow deep in the pond mud. Deep, 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 so they stay nice and warm over winter. And squirrels gather all their nuts. Can you do a squirrel gather? They gather all their nuts in the trees and all their food so they can hibernate during the winter here and there. And what else hibernates? We talked about worms in our story last week that dig deep, 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 deep burrows, and chipmunks with deep, deep, deep burrows under the ground, deep, 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 where it stays nice and warm so they can hibernate for the winter. So, my loves, let's get into our story about bears. This story today is the Very Hairy Bear. And I tell you what, Miss Mel, as our bear today, I love this story. It's amazing. And the pictures in it are so cute. Now, you and your parents can get this book through curbside pickup of many of our libraries. So check it out, my loves. We're going to check it out today together. It's by written by Alice Schertle, and illustrated by Matt Phelan. So we're going to look at this. It's called The Very Hairy Bear. What? Oh, look at the bear patoot. That's adorable. Look, that's adorable. The Very Hairy Bear. Again, written by Alice Schertle and illustrated by Matt Phelan. Oh, look at these cute pictures. Deep, deep in the garden, gorgeous wood, lives a boulder big bear. Oh, with shaggy, braggy brown bear hair everywhere, just like my bear hair today, everywhere, except on his no-hair nose. Where's his nose? Where's your nose? Can you point to your nose? Oh, that's the honker. Give it a big honk. Ah. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, he's going in the water. Each spring when the silver salmon leap into the air, our little fisher bear is there to catch them. He stands in the river with his brown coat dripping with all his bear hair. What? He's so cute. A very hairy bear. Look at how hairy our bear is. Oh, my goodness. Squeeze that teddy bear tight, my loves. Oh, doesn't care that he's wet. When he gets wet, he goes like this. He shakes it off. Can you do that at home? Okay, on the count of 3. Here we go. We're going to shake off like a bear. 1, 2, 3. He'll even dunk his no-hair nose. In it goes when he smells fishies. Oh, look at that big, beautiful salmon fishy. He is hungry. He's a hungry bear. Now, each summer, he's a sticky, licky honey hunter with his bare nose deep in the hollow of a bee tree. He loves honey from bees, doesn't he, Christina? Oh, my goodness, does he. Look at our bear dipping into that honey tree. What? Oh my goodness, he's going to look at you, my loves. Look at that bear. What? He's in our honey tree today. A very hairy bear. Doesn't care about stings and things. Even on his no-hair nose. Where's that no-hair nose? Right there. Boop, boop. He's licking all the honey in the honey tree. Oh, how many of us love blueberries? How many of us are berry kids? Raise your hands up high to the sky. Oh, Miss Bell sees you. Oh, look at all those berry kids out there. There they are. When the summer blueberries grow round and fast on their bushes, a very hairy bear doesn't care that his nose gets very blue. He fills his cheeks up with berries. So big and thick, and he eats all the berries that he can in the bushes too. He's very full bear. Oh, very full bear. Oh, we fell over. We're so full. Oh my goodness. And in the fall, the season we're in right now that we talked about last week, when quick gray squirrels hide acorns under the oak trees, oh, no hare knows where to find them. He finds them all. The very hairy bear doesn't care if the squirrels scold him. He eats all the acorns he holds because he's ready to hibernate. He eats as much as he can, as best as he can, because he can hibernate up to 100 days. What? When soft white snowflakes start to fall. Now, what season have we gone from? Fall to winter, where it's all white and snow starts to fall on the ground and cling to bear hair. Oh my goodness, the snow is clinging to my bear hair. Let's give a little bear shuffle. And if there's a bear there, can you see the bear there? Let's see. Look closer. Look closer. There he is. Oh my goodness, I can't see. There he is. Oh my goodness. Christina, did you see him? What? Oh, now, when fish sink deep, deep, deep in the pond, wrapped in their silver scales, they sleep too in the winter. Shh, because it's very cold. And swarms of bees sleep deep, deep, deep in their warm honey hives. Oh, there they go, sleeping for the winter. And squirrels, legs curled up on heaps of nuts on hollow trees because they gathered so many nuts to store for the winter. Deep, deep, deep sleep. Now, they're kind of sleeping, but not really for hibernation. They're actually slowing down a lot so they can rest. Oh. Now he scratches his big brown bear behind. Sketchy patoot. On the roughest tree trunk he can find. What? Look at how cute that bear is. Let's give it a good scratch. And oh, big as a boulder bear crawls deep, deep, deep into his cave. He settles in his big bare brown body, all covered up on his bearskin coat, and all wrapped up in a big hairy bearskin coat like Miss Bell. Oh my goodness, except for the no hair nose. A very hairy bear does care about ice cold air on his no hair nose. Especially when he's trying to sleep. Oh, it's cold. That means we have to do a wiggle jiggle from our bear. Shake it off, my love. Do your bear wiggle jiggle. Shake off that snow. So he puts his big warm bear paws, his shaggy, raggy, very haired bear paws, on top of his nose, and wipes out the snow and goes to sleep. Oh, was that an awesome story? The very hairy bear. What? Now, Miss Nell's a bear today, so we're going to show you where Winnie the Pooh lives. Because Winnie the Pooh is also getting ready for winter. So Miss Nell has a wonderful book called The Pooh's Enchanted Place. And we're going to take, before we go into our craft today, we're going to take a quick look at where Pooh and his friends live. What? How cool is that? Oh my goodness, can you see, my loves? And Winnie the Pooh is flying high on his string with his balloon high up in the air, trying to get from tree to tree to gather all that honey. So what can we look at? Let's see. Oh, that's the river and the enchanted woods. And oh my goodness, That's the tree, one of the tree houses in which Pooh Bear lives. And you know what? You get to see in there his little bed where he sleeps. And he even nestles in tight, tight, tight. Winnie the Pooh does when he goes to nestle in tight for winter because it's cold, so he gathers all the honey he can, he gathers all the nuts he can, he eats all the berries he can. Take a look. Let's look inside. What? Oh, that is so cool. So you got a chance to see where I live in the Pooh's Enchanted place. Winnie the Pooh. Now, my loves, Miss Bear, Miss Bear. I love being a bear. I do. We have an amazing link in our story time today. So if you look up top in the video post today, you're going to see a link you and your parents can click on, which gives you an amazing kid-friendly cartoon video, very short video, all about hibernation, my loves, from Dr. Binox. And it's really a cool video. So I suggest you really see it because it's awesome and you're going to love it. And it teaches us all about hibernation. And beyond bears, what other animals hibernate as well? Because there's also hibernation that exists in warm climates, very hot tropical climates. Some animals in tropical climates also hibernate because it gets too hot. What? Mind blown. So today, my loves, I have that link up there, Miss Christina and I do. And you know what? We're going to go into our craft too today that I'm going to show you how to make. So as you can see, this is a little lunch bag. So you can use either a little lunch bag or you can start off your craft using a big paper bag from the supermarket that your parents got. You can use either one. You can fit more bears in there that way too. So either way is really cool and you could do it either way. Now what Miss Nell did was we used scissors. So this craft does involve scissors and paper and a paper bag. So when you use your scissors, my loves, remember to always have your parents with you because they can be super sharp, right? Always use with parental supervision. So my loves, so Christine and I cut a little semicircle. We drew on it when it was flat, like this, and we drew a little semicircle on the front of our paper bag. Now, after we drew that semicircle, our parent helped us cut out the semicircle. So I helped Miss Christina Bunny cut out the circle right there. Thank you, Christina. And we cut out the semicircle, and as you can see, that made a little cave. What? For our bears, because our bears, just like other animals, they go burrow into a very warm place for the winter. So we want to burrow into and some of our tropical animals burrow into a very cool, dark place. So our bears, like me, are going to go into a cave for the winter. So we store our rest of our food in there. We may store some other things in there to keep us warm. So we cut that out, and you see it makes a little cave. Now what Miss Mel did is put trees on the outside. Some trees on the outside, and I put some mountains and a sun rising or setting. You could do whatever one you want. And we put those into our landscape today, which means we put those onto our wonderful picture today to show, because bears might live where the mountains are and where the sun rises, of course, or the moon comes out at night, or the sun sets for the day. And you know what? We also have trees outside of our cave because our cave could be near some trees. So we just let our imagination run wild. Boo! Let our imagination run wild. Your outside of your cave can look whatever way you want it to, my loves. So we did this, Christina Bunny and I did this on some colored paper. Now you can use colored cardstock paper, or you can use construction paper, or if you don't have construction paper, you can draw on just white pieces of paper and then color it in, or you can draw on the bag itself. You could do so many different things, but this is how we did it. And when you're ready to stick them on, if you draw them or color them and cut them out, you can stick them on with some glue sticks or some glue dots or some tape. I think we used some tape because we ran out of glue, which we have to get more of. And you make your whole little scene outside of your cave. Now, Miss Nell also we're going to use toilet paper rolls. Yes, I said it, toilet paper rolls. Because I know we have a lot of those. Or paper towel rolls, which I know we have a lot of those too. We save those all the time, toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls, because they come in handy to use for a lot of things, a lot of craft projects and a lot of other things too. So always good to save a few. So what we did was, as you can see, we drew little ears that went all the way around. Can you see that? And then on the bottom, we drew a little middle for our bear. Just right there. We didn't go all the way around with that one, but we drew that one right in the middle. So we'll do that again. We drew the ears on our toilet paper roll. Actually, I think this was a paper towel roll that we cut in half, right, Christina? And we wanted our bears to be different sizes, like for a mama bear and a papa bear, or baby bears. We wanted to be the whole bear family. So we drew. You got your little bear, baby bear. Christina drew her baby bear today. It was very cute. So we have our ears. Can you see how Miss Mel and Christina Bunny drew those? And we drew our leg. Now, we drew these on our paper towel rolls with markers. So you can do that with your parents, my loves. Have your parents help you. We drew that. And then we used our scissors to cut the pattern out, the outside of the pattern that we just drew. So after get help from your parents, my loves. So after we cut out our pattern, they start to look just like this. What? Our Baba Bear and our Baby Bear. What? Now, you can, after you cut them all out, you can draw little faces on your bears. What? Draw little faces on your bears. A mama bear. Your parents have to have wonderful, awesome faces, and the baby bears have to have wonderful, awesome faces. And you know what? After you're all done, you're going to have your cave, and then you're going to stick your mama bears and your parent bears and your baby bears in your cave with their amazing faces. What? That's awesome. You made a home for our bears to hibernate in. And then you get a chance to talk about more hibernation with your parents. What? And now you can stick also in your cave, right, Christina? Maybe you find some sticks outside or some acorns outside. That would be pretty cool. Or some baby pine cones outside. Or, now you don't want to stick food in there, but you can draw some food on a piece of paper that you think the bears might eat. And you know what? You can cut them out with your parents and color them in. So you can do a lot with this project, my loves. And it is an awesome, awesome project with easy materials that you can find all around your house that after you're done, you can totally recycle or leave up in your room for a while because it's so super cool. And you can use it if you're learning about hibernation at school. You can show your teachers all about what you learned about hibernation. All right, my loves, have a fun time today. Now, remember, after story time tomorrow, Miss Mel was going to set a reminder tomorrow after story time, because tomorrow we have another bear story. What? Another amazing bear story. What? And Miss Mel's going to dress like our Winnie the Pooh bear again because I love bears. And give you a big hug. Oh, a big bear hug. Oh, giving you a big bear hug. Send it all y'all a big bear hug. And we're going to talk about more bears and have another awesome bear story for you tomorrow, which is really cool. Now, remember, tomorrow, after story time, Miss Mel always shares her wonderful bear pics, her wonderful theme picture book pics for the week. And tomorrow, after story time, we're going to share those bear picture book pics, some of my favorites. And we're also going to share some nonfiction bear picture book pics with you all about hibernation. So check those out tomorrow after story time, my loves, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Big bear hugs.